in this video.
Oh, not tonight. What a right hand.
We look back at the wild career of Karl the Cobra Froch. He was an all-action fighter who didn't just fight, he waged war.
Punches, and it's over. I'm going back to England, Mom, and I'm keeping my title.
Every time he got in the ring, you knew you were in for a show.
It could be early. There you go.
That's it all over, I'm sure.
He had real knockout power.
He could have problems, but a lovely uppercut. Wonderful shot. Go Froch.
And a chin carved out of granite.
Oh, nice right hand by Taylor. That backed up Froch, but Froch steps right back.
You could have thrown him in with a pack of lions, and he'd have come out still throwing punches.
I want this f***ing belt!
So sit back, relax, and enjoy the story of one of the toughest, most relentless fighters ever to lace up gloves. After winning a bronze medal at the World Amateur Championships, Froch turned professional.
First man on Karl Froch's record, and Froch has nailed him.
Beautiful counter right hand by Froch there. His opponent was standing as upright as a lamppost after throwing that punch, and Froch came over the top with the right hand perfectly.
Going backward, he could not get out of the way. That was a belter. Fenix wobbling a little bit. Terrific old warhorse that he is, and Froch is really hammering him. I think the referee should stop this, and he has done.
He followed up with a sharp combination to force the stoppage. And that uppercut, well, let's just say it had career rethink written all over it.
I knew once the uppercut landed, it was too powerful for him to take, so as you can see, the ref stopped the fight at the right time.
His opponent, O.J. Abrahams.
The experienced and tough Abrahams was up next, but Abraham started making a cardinal sin in boxing, moving straight back in a line.
Surprise. Oh, not tonight. What a right hand by Froch. That was really Cobra-like. He waited.
Froch knew exactly where his head would be and nearly took it clean off with that right hand.
That's right, that was right on the button, beautifully timed, perfect shot. I didn't think it would have been over this early, but as you can see there, it's him right on the chin. If you hit anyone that hard on the button, then they're going to go and they're not going to get up, are they? Beautiful shot.
Stones. But he's giving away a couple of inches to Froch, who really does look the part. That was a terrific slicing right hand, and the referee stepped in and he stopped it with a minute to go to the end of the first round.
Froch's next opponent was chicken dancing after that right hand. Legs going one way, balance going another. The referee stepped in and stopped it at just the right moment, sparing us all from a full slapstick routine.
Beautifully delivered right on the side of the temple, and Darren...
You've seen it for yourself, you can't take the power, so it was all over.
Check out the sound of this punch. It landed like someone dropped a wardrobe on a wooden floor.
Froch gets to him. It could be early. There you go.
That's it all over, I'm sure. Duffield, the southpaw, looks over to his corner, and I don't think he wants to continue this, and I don't think the corner want it to be continued. The towel has come in.
This was one of those rare cases where a boxer quite literally didn't know where he was. The trainer had to explain the situation, which is never a good sign, and I'm not sure what the opponent was thinking here. He left himself wide open, and Froch didn't exactly need to be asked twice.
Yeah, I was trying to line him up, get in range with him. He was swinging a little bit, but I knew once the right hand landed, he's a tall, thin lad. I knew it was going to be all over. I seen him drop his hands, and there's the right hook clean on the chin. His defence wasn't up to much, so, I mean, I exposed it. That's basically what happened. I was looking for the shot, though. There it is. Took a little jab on the way in, but that was nothing.
He won't thank one of his current sparring partners. That wonderful left from Froch. Beautiful shot. Moving away in reverse gear. Lean back.
Froch really walked Valeri onto that left hand beautifully. Froch was always a pretty good finisher. He takes his time and picks his shots.
Froch is going to do this in front of his home crowd. The referee must step in. Good decision. Froch has won it.
Give us your verdict on it. You gave him a real whack. Here it comes.
Yeah, it's a left hook straight on the chin as he comes in. He was leaning in with a very lazy defence, so I just exposed it and down he went.
Yeah. And again, that thundering left into the body. Great left to finish.
The opponent was all over the place after that solid attack from Froch. From there, it only went downhill.
He can finish this here if he puts his mind to it.
Froch showed some sharp combination punching in this fight. By this point, the opponent was getting beaten like an old drum. The stoppage was well timed. He showed durability, but there's no point taking punishment when winning isn't possible. Froch had a grudge match with Michael next.
Now he knows that he can. Oh, wonderful uppercut by Froch, and Monaghan's knees nearly left him.
Nice lead uppercut there. One of those punches that's harder to land than it looks.
Now you see what I can do. Oh, wonderful right hand, and Monaghan in all sorts of trouble. He was stopped by Paul Ryan. He was stopped by a good South African, Anthony van Niekerk, and he's going to get stopped by Carl Froch in front of his home crowd. Froch has to go to the neutral corner.
Notice Froch taunting Michael. He seemed to be genuinely enjoying every second of it.
Wiped out in 30 seconds. Oh, brilliance by Froch. There's a great left hand. Whoa.
The referee stepped in at the right moment. Froch even kept taunting after the fight, which might be a bit much for some boxing purists.
In the fight, it was coming out with big swings, big right hooks and big left hooks, but they had second-class postage stamps on them. They was never going to land, so He was in trouble once I started letting my big shots go.
Froch's power was on full display in this fight.
Clipping right hand. Oh, that was a good shot. He stopped it. He's not going to let him take any more. Good decision. Good decision.
That right hand hurt his opponent badly. He was completely out on his feet. Froch timed it perfectly, coming over a lazy jab.
Follow it up, and good refereeing by John Coyle.
Oh, that was real quality. The right uppercut went right through the guard. He was heading back to the corner. He didn't really know where he was. Absolutely pinpoint timing by the referee.
And that follow-up uppercut, let's just say it didn't exactly do his opponent any favors. Froch showed his power in this fight. His punching power was always a major weapon.
Now, but keeping his hands so low, take the price.
What a shot. What a right hand. That was not a slip. That was not a slip. That was a stunning shot. And Haig is all over the place. And I don't think it's going to last. He looks up and he says...
That right hand landed right on the top of the head. Very hard to recover from a shot like that.
First was a slip. The second was a harder right hand. And he's got him again. And it's not going to go past the first round. I'm sure Mickey Van was going to call this off. He's letting it go on. Haig is in dreadful trouble now.
The follow-up was brutal. Even though the bell had rung, the stoppage made sense. Reed's legs were like overcooked spaghetti.
But it come to the side of the head. I know it shook him up. That was the one right at the back of the tab. And that's like, that's a dangerous shot, that is, especially when it's delivered from myself. There's the first right hand, there's a left up. I think that was a complete finish. It was all over there.
Froch made his American debut next. He pounded Henry until the corner threw in the towel.
And the towel has come in from the Porras corner. It's all over.
To be fair, he's not got much of a chance, but then I can't think who has.
And again from Carl Froch. Big right hand. Grunewald trapped on the ropes. Has to go down. Followed it in. Howard Foster very angry. And Grunewald all over the place and has to take the count here in the third round. The power from Froch, who's already celebrating to the crowd in bizarre fashion.
The referee was poor here, far too slow to step in. Ruben had talked a good game before the fight, but he quickly found out Froch was on a whole other level.
Bit of a shuffle from Grunewald, who again is backed up, and the power of Froch looks heavy. Head punches going in. Grunewald trying to stay with him, but Howard Foster's going to stop it. He's seen enough.
And that stoppage? Awful. This is part of why Britain has a reputation for questionable officiating. Too often, referees jump in way too quickly. They even call it the British stoppage. Ruben had plenty left and shouldn't have been stopped.
He's angry, I can understand his anger. There's his mum, Carol, his girlfriend, Bliss. Happy for Carl Froch.
I'm 28 now, I'm in my prime, I've got a good 6-7 years left. And I'm looking at shocking the world. Trust me, you're looking at the best super middleweight in Britain. I'm going to bring some world titles back to Britain.
Australian tough guy Dale Westerman came over to do a job on Froch.
Until I'm stopping, Carl.
Westerman was an all-action brawler.
I'm a big puncher, I've got long arms, I'm fast, I've got great reflexes. Where do you want me to stop?
Froch was known for carrying his left hand low, and in this fight, we saw the drawbacks of that.
Great jabs. Then he's caught again, and he's hot again. Westerman piling the punches home and a nervous look.
Westerman caught him a few times. He landed again in the next round.
Left hook. And again, big flush on Froch's chin. And
The thing about Froch was his durability. It was absolutely elite. He could take flush punches and bounce back quickly.
got trouble Westerman, and suddenly the Australian in trouble. Great action here in the third round.
Even while getting caught, Froch was still in control of the fight.
The defence he's shown tonight, nothing short of deplorable. You can't take this kind of boxing up into world class. Now these are good shots, these are quality punches.
Body shot went in there, that trouble Westerman, and a lot's getting through, and I think John Keane's taking a close...
Another shocking stoppage here. By now, we kind of expect that in British boxing. A fight with tough Irishman Brian McGee was being hyped up at this point.
Obviously McGee's probably a little bit more skilled than Westerman, but he's not half as tough. Some of the shots I hit Westerman in there with tonight, Brian McGee would have been on the canvas, as he was against Robin Reed and as he was against a few other opponents. I can't remember the names of them. There's a few in the list. He's hit the deck a few times. So when these right hands catch him cleanly on the chin, I know where he'll be.
We look forward to that fight.
If you haven't seen Carl Froch before, that's his impersonation of modesty.
The stage was set for a grudge match between Froch and Brian. Many thought Brian would win, given Froch's leaky defense. What nobody knew at the time was just how iron-chinned Froch really was.
I'm taking Brian McGee, without being disrespectful to Brian McGee, I'm taking him as a warm-up fight for the European title. He's going to come, he's going to have a go, and he's going to become with certain beliefs, but I think he knows in the back of his mind he's out of his class with myself.
I'll take pleasure in beating him up.
Mid to late stoppage for the Cobra.
Froch started strong.
To a rhythm. He could have problems, but a lovely uppercut. Wonderful shot. Carl Froch. And McGee goes down fairly heavily in the first round. What about that?
Check out this great uppercut right after slipping.
Taking that uppercut because it was a beauty. It was forcing the action. That was a beautiful punch. That would have caught most fighters around today. That was a beauty. Handled it well to get back up. He has the experience. You can see up it comes.
Brian had some moments of success too.
As he saw it, he got caught. Good left hand. Knee. So effective. That will have drained. Yep, that's drained a lot away from Brian McGee.
Not sure he's going to get up from this. Terrific shot from Carl Froch.
But Froch found that uppercut again, and it was all over.
I mean, at this stage, he was filling in the driving seat. But that was the punch that landed, and you could just see it just drained everything away. He'd been caught cleanly just before that, which I think set him up for the finisher. But you can see, I mean, Richie Davis didn't have to bother even thinking about a count there.
I thought this was a very solid performance. He completely outclassed McGee and showed he was on another level.
Hopefully, everything is okay.
Absolutely nailed him, got him out of there in a different class. I told everybody what I'm made of and what I can do. I've come here tonight and I've proved it, so I haven't really got a great deal to say, to be honest. I let my hands do the talking.
This fight was a total grudge match. Dodson was a competent fighter at British level, but Froch was expected to get him out of there eventually.
I'm taking him very seriously. He's going to come and mean business, and trust me, he's going to get the full Carl Froch on the night, and it's going to work.
It just gives me that little bit of extra level to, want to hate him even more.
I think most people expected a stoppage around the midway point for Froch.
And it's the performance of his career to date.
20 kilo weighted vests every day up mountains to get my titles back off you.
I'm going to give him a hiding.
I think he'd eat himself if he was a bar of chocolate.
The fight was much easier than everyone expected.
And if you lured him into that, and there's another good shot, and Dodson goes down, picking the punches quite carefully. Froch nods to the crowd almost nonchalantly as Dodson takes this count. Is he going to get up? No, he isn't. It is all over. Tony Dodson is knocked out. Carl Froch retains the British and Commonwealth super middleweight titles.
Dodson was folded in half with a body shot and just couldn't get up.
McGee, look how nicely he picked that. He knows. He saw Dodson coming forward. He knew at this point what punch he was throwing, where the punch was going. Bang on to look at that body shot, right into the short rib. Can't toughen up things down there. And that just took everything away from Dodson. Beautiful punch.
It shows how good I am. I mean, I outclassed him from round one.
Sergey was coming off a decision loss to the highly ranked Lucian Butte in his last fight. Froch was expected to have a tough night. By now, he was starting to get some recognition. This entrance, pretty flamboyant.
Oh, And there's the power of Carl Froch.
That uppercut went right through Sergey. Didn't look like he was getting up from that one. Froch always had sharp finishing instincts. When his opponent was hurt, he usually made sure of it.
Backing up Tadevosyan. He's making some statement here. The Russian's never been stopped. He has been now. It is all over in 2 rounds.
Notice how the punch came from a weird angle.
He looked totally in command from the opening bell.
Yeah, he looked at a different weight class altogether. I mean, he looked so much bigger, so much stronger, and that was a beautiful punch that sent him over.
You've seen it for yourself, the sharpness, the coolness. I've put the hard work in the training, and it pays dividends when you get down to fight night.
Former world champion Robin Reed was next for Froch.
I mean, no disrespect, but I'm here to do a job.
Reed had pushed Joe Kolzagi to the limit.
Oh, terrific shot. Reed shot at the fight. Right hand.
Many thought he actually won that fight.
To lose, I've been there, done it on the world scene. I'm here to beat Carl Froch. Hey, that's all I'm here to do.
That right hand of Reed's is dangerous. Notice the power. Froch has looked defensively open before, especially with that low left hand.
Yeah, to be seen, but look at the accuracy here too.
Robin Reed, he's getting hammered by Carl Froch, he really is.
The fight took place in Froch's hometown of Nottingham. Reed was pumped. Just look at that intensity during the ring walk.
Break when I tell you to, defend yourself at all times. Shake hands, boys. Good luck to you both.
See, the tactics he's using, you need perfect timing.
Right hand for Froch, and Reed is hurt by that. Bundled to the floor in the second round. Dave Paris.
The referee didn't call this a knockdown, but a couple of shots definitely landed.
Just a glancing blow. I think Reed actually went down.
Froch was clearly in control.
The best round of the fight, so there it goes again. Left leg just gave a little trip over.
Another right from Robin Reed, and again he goes for it, and Froch is backed up.
Huge overhand from Reed there. Froch can look easy to hit at times, but his chin is rock solid. I thought Froch looked a bit wobbled after that right hand, though.
Demeanor, Froch. Oh, has to go down there, though. Robin Reed takes one knee and accepts the count. A single shot says he was okay, and loves a turnaround. But Reed down, second time legitimately in the fight. And Froch now knows he has the power.
No, you're going to get hurt. Well, okay, all right, it's down to you then.
Put it on, Reed. Put it on.
It's only the 5th.
Right, one more then.
Have a drink.
One
One
more.
more.
Going to stop him.
He says Robin Reed in the corner.
Come on.
Robin,
But he's worried.
You won't be able to live that down if I stop it. You will be.
Robin Reed.
But it looks like it's over.
I think he's going to be pulled out. He's retired. That's it.
Reed was pulled out. Froch had won. I think Reed knew he couldn't win and decided to quit in the corner.
Straight victories. Robin Reed pulled out on his stool. Carl Froch's mother, Carol, and his girlfriend, Fliss, on their feet. Over the other side of the ring.
Froch fought for the WBC 168-pound title next. This belt had been held by some truly good fighters in the past.
Ray Leonard, Ben, Eubank, Calzaghe. Can Carl Froch add his name to this list of legends?
Jean Pascal was a power hitter. He loaded up on his shots, always hunting for the knockout. Froch came out fast, but in this fight, he had to take a lot of punishment.
Watching, I'm sure, won't believe so. Good shots from both in the closing seconds. Big left hand from Pascal as Froch tried to unload to the body.
The fight was incredible to watch. It went back and forth like a tennis match, except much harder on the head.
Froch just looked a little bit groggy there.
Whenever Froch landed good shots, Pascal came back with his own.
One that went over the top. Big finish from Pascal, maybe. Back comes Froch though.
Whenever Pascal landed good shots, Froch returned fire just as fiercely.
Well, Pascal, that attack, but Pascal comes straight back. Oh!
Big right.
Pascal landed an absolute bomb there. Froch's chin was just absolutely insane.
Another big right hand from Pascal. And Froch looks a little bit uneasy.
There's the
big
right
uppercuts.
There's the right hand.
There, good hand speed from both men. They land simultaneously with colossal shots.
In the second half, Froch started to take control. Pascal looked to be tiring at times. He still landed some good shots.
Truly world class. Well, we're finally out here. And punches after the bell. Punches after the bell from Pascal. You cannot.
But Froch was the one doing more.
Well, Froch now tries to make him pay.
And landing more.
That last round for me was a good round for him, and he started this round exactly the same. Lovely right hands from Froch, looking for the uppercut, looking for the right uppercut. Oh, this is good stuff.
I actually think that this is the most impressive showing of a granite chin that I've ever seen in a British ring.
Terrific body shot.
If you go back and watch the full fight, you'll see Froch taking some vicious home run shots to the chin. He eats the punches with no problems. He then comes back with his own two-fisted power. Nothing was going to stop him on this night. He could have been trampled by a herd of elephants, and he would have come back with a right hand. In the end, I had Froch winning 8 rounds to 4.
He's got it by 5. 5 rounds for Carl Froch, for Duke McKenzie.
From Nottingham.
Froch got the decision and became the 168-pound world champion.
That is one of the best performances I've seen in a British ring in a long, long time.
These sort of fights, winning them in style against a marquee name like Jermaine Taylor, is how I'm going to establish myself. I want to become a superstar in America to show people what I'm about.
Carl, the Cobra Froch.
Jermaine Taylor was a fast-twitch fighter and extremely dangerous early on.
Natural super middleweight, nice right hand by Taylor, straight on the chin of Froch.
He was landing hard right hands on Froch from the jump.
Now, Taylor landed this right hand right off the get-go.
By the third round, Froch was getting timed by Taylor's right hands.
Oh, nice right hand by Taylor. That backed up Froch, but Froch steps right back and delivers a right of his own and smiles.
It looked like Taylor had him figured out. Notice Froch trying a lead uppercut here, only to get countered hard.
Oh my! Froch on the ropes. He may be hurt. Froch backing up. Taylor moving in. Froch is hurt. Right hand, and Froch goes down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right? It's the first time he's been knocked down in his career.
Taylor was visibly faster than Froch, and he punished Froch whenever he threw uppercuts.
And he did. A right hand lands from Jermaine Taylor.
Froch landed some good shots here and there.
The jab sets up that very good straight right hand.
But for the most part, he seemed to be losing the fight.
Trying to get this right cross through. Taylor putting his punches together at the end of the round. Trying to steal it. They butt heads. And wow.
Brutal left uppercut from Taylor. Not many fighters throw that punch. It's tricky to get off clean.
Uppercut was a monstrous punch by Jermaine Taylor.
That punch reminded me of Aaron Davis, a very good fighter in the 1980s. I keep saying it, but Froch's chin and recovery powers are just insane. Going into the 12th round, Taylor was 4 points up on 2 of the judges' scorecards. Froch needed a knockout to win.
Right hand has been effective for Froch. Right hand staggers. Taylor's in trouble. Froch pouring it on. Taylor, he's ready to go. 1:45 to go. Froch closing in. Carl Froch gambling everything.
With the heart of a lion, Froch gave everything he had.
Taylor holding on. He ran out of gas. Taylor trying to catch himself, using his jab. Eats a right hand. Another right hand, and he goes down. Oh my goodness.
There were only 30 seconds left. If Taylor made it to the final bell, he would win.
Come on, 30 seconds left. Can the former world champion hold on? Taylor in trouble. Froch punches in punches, and it's over. I'm going back to England, Mom, and I'm keeping my title.
Froch showed unbelievable heart. This is one of the all-time greatest heart performances in boxing history.
Come on.
believe in myself early on. Cheers, brother. Thank you, man.
He battled his own mental demons, stayed in despite huge punches and a speed disadvantage. His pressure finally paid off in the 12th round, giving him an absolutely iconic victory.
No, you know what it was? It was more mental than anything. I didn't see that one coming. It was right here. It was over the top. But Joe Calzaghe was using the excuse, nobody knows who I am in America. Now everybody in America knows who I am, so he's got no excuse now. Joe Calzaghe's next. If he gets himself out of that armchair, gets himself back in the gym, let's have a fight for the British fans and the rest of the world.
The Super 6 tournament was a landmark event, pitting 6 of the best fighters at 168 pounds against each other to see who was truly the best.
He said a few things that are a little bit disrespectful to a world champion.
Froch signed up and next fought Andre in a world title bout in his hometown.
I get in there, I whoop him, I take his belt.
He was very nervous and unsure of himself, and I was getting inside his head.
Push glove. Good luck.
Andre was a slick negative fighter who relied on lateral movement. Froch stayed right on it.
Rachel Cordingley, the girlfriend of Carl Froch.
Andre's counterpunching was sharp.
He's reaching out there. Like I said, he has to take chances.
But we know Froch's chin is insane. Froch roughed him up on the inside.
The only thing I saw wrong there was he held him behind the head as he punched him.
When you fight a negative style, you need to land clean, obvious punches to sway the judges. There is no doubt that Andre landed some sweet shots during the fight.
Tricky round because of that point deduction. Nice left hand again. He hurt Froch. Froch is hurt. Durrell uppercut. Froch coming back off balance.
But I thought that Froch deserved the victory.
And still champion, Pearl, the Cobra Froch.
You know, what am I supposed to do? If he's not going to stand and fight like a man, like a warrior, then all I can do is take what's there. I took what's there, and I'm still champion.
Definitely. I mean, you have to take your hat off to the champion, Froch.
Froch traveled to Denmark to defend his title against Kessler, right in Kessler's backyard.
He's a handsome guy.
Both fighters prepared diligently. Kessler was considered one of the very best in the division, a fighter with solid fundamentals.
Protect yourselves at all times. I want you to touch gloves now, man. We're going to box at the bell. Good luck to both of you. God bless you.
He kept a high work rate throughout the fight. His chin was solid. Notice how he takes this right hand with barely a flinch.
The best he's landed in this fight, Kessler was able to.
The fight was close. Both were having moments of success.
WBA champ Mikkel Kessler is in the white.
I thought Kessler had the edge in most exchanges. His counterpunching was on point.
By Mikkel Kessler.
The beautiful Rachel was visibly concerned at ringside.
During this round, we haven't been seeing him use. That's a real, oh my, nice staggering. Right hand by Kessler, and Froch is hurt. Froch's legs wobbling.
In my opinion, Kessler was just a step ahead of Froch in this one. He had better tactics.
And by Kessler. Froch came in and squared himself up, which he talked about in the keys to victory. When he does that, he's available for the right hand by Kessler. And there it landed. He left himself wide open.
Plenty of head movement, plenty of glove defense.
It was close, but Kessler looked like the more active fighter.
Kessler, busy hands, misses with most of those punches as Froch steps up. Both men, it's a firefight now. They're both leaving themselves wide open.
Like many of Froch's opponents, Kessler had a hand speed advantage. That proved decisive in this fight.
And that backed up Froch.
Round, how do you have this thing scored? But I think the main thing was that Kessler just made sure that he threw more punches than Froch. He beat him on work rate.
Man to man, Kessler with Froch on the ropes. Now Froch fights off the ropes.
And the new WBC super middleweight champion of the world.
It was very close. I don't want to take anything away from Mikkel Kessler, but if that was in Nottingham, if that was in my hometown, the decision would have gone the other way, same score.
Froch fought the big punching Arthur Abraham next. The fight took place in Helsinki, Finland. For some reason, nobody really explains. The weather was very cold.
Moi on kiva olla, kaunista, Suomessa. It's great to be here in Finland.
Finland is very clean city, very nice city, maybe a little bit cold.
Both fighters were ready. Abraham had come off a brutal knockout of Jermaine Taylor, whom we saw earlier.
This is Arctic warfare.
Abraham was a pure puncher. He usually took the first 3 or 4 rounds off, then came on strong to knock opponents out. But this night, Abraham was extremely disappointing. It turned out to be one of the easiest fights of Froch's career.
Right now, he's just being commanded by Carl Froch.
Yeah. Come on, Carl! We want this f***ing belt!
Froch did as he pleased, comfortably winning. He displayed excellent boxing skills while Abraham looked too afraid to open up. I think he was spooked by Froch's power.
Nothing with significance that gave me any sort of problem at all, or you would have seen it for yourself with all these cameras.
Next up for Froch was a fight against Glenn Johnson.
Glenn Johnson's someone I've got to take very seriously.
Johnson was famous for absolutely starching Roy Jones.
And a left hand, and he's on the canvas again for the second time in 2 fights. And for the second time in 2 fights, he's not going to get up, and he's been knocked out again.
And he is still out on the canvas and hurt badly.
Carl the Cobra Froch. Once again, a referee in charge.
He was a solid fighter with incredible durability.
And you can see he's applying the pressure. That's that right hand that we talked about earlier.
And that hurt Froch. The right hand hurt Froch.
Froch put on another strong display of boxing skill in this one. Johnson's punches just bounced off him.
That keeps. Big right hand by Johnson, though. Carl Froch though walks right through it.
Froch's legendary chin was on full display.
The only way he feels like he can win.
Double right hand by
Big
Johnson.
right hand. Let's go back to Gus Johnson. Big right hand by Glenn Johnson. Gus.
Right hand. Big right hand by Johnson. Backs up Froch. Froch fighting off the ropes now. Carl Froch.
But every time Froch does this, he comes back with a bunch of punches.
Even though Froch took some bombs, he kept throwing more and doing the harder work.
He was in. I mean, you have to feel that this guy's in phenomenal shape tonight to be able to withstand this punishment.
And he just ate 2 more right hands from Johnson and kept coming.
Lucian Butte, who many believed might be the top fighter in the division, watched on with interest.
And still, the WBC super middleweight champion of the world.
The WBC and WBA belts on the line.
Taking the BC. You realise you got no chance.
In the final of the Super 6 Classic, Froch faced the undefeated WBA champion, Andre Ward.
Carl Froch certainly offer contrasts in background and personality, and those contrasts apply to their better halves as well. There's nothing low-key about Rachel Cordingley, who's been so vocal during Carl Froch's fights that at times she's become an unintended member of our broadcast team. Rachel never misses a fight, and her presence tonight will be hard to miss. It's very different for Tiffany Ward, who's been content to allow her husband to be the focus of the cameras and microphones. While less vocal than her British counterpart, she still provides unwavering support for her longtime sweetheart and husband, Andre Ward.
Carl the Cobra Froch.
Switch on, okay? You ready?
Ward was a tricky opponent. His defense was always one of his best attributes.
Froch working the free hand, left hook, missing by Ward. Now they're fighting in the phone booth.
Notice how he keeps his gloves up and rolls with shots effortlessly.
By Andre Ward.
Ward was out hustling Froch and winning most of the exchanges.
Froch answering. This is what you want to see.
in a championship bout. In the WBA and WBC super middleweight titles.
Oh, he hurt Froch with that left hook.
Ward, accurate punching, right hand, left hook.
Nice left hook there from Ward.
Using that left as a rangefinder, and then there's the hook. It's delivered in a compact, concise manner.
He's going to have to make some changes if he want to turn this fight around.
Right hand, beautiful left hook, beautiful.
Carl Froch
another left hook by Ward. Froch back on his heels now. Straight right hand getting in again. Froch backing up, looking at his corner. It looks like a conflict of doubt has been created. Ward stepping over, landing the right hand. Now goes to the body, and the left hook up top, and Froch hitting him after the bell.
Froch showed some frustration here.
Froch, the ninth.
His best round of the fight. He's only behind by 2 punches landed in this round.
Sneaky left hook again.
Ward even got him back during a break in the next round.
And here's where Ward paid him back.
Steve Smoger moving a lot on the line. You know, Froch
well aware of his legacy. He wants to go down as one of the greatest 168-pounders of all time.
You could tell how the fight was going just by looking at the faces of their beautiful partners between rounds.
Of these two warriors.
Froch tried his best, but notice how hard it is to hit Ward cleanly in this exchange. I thought Ward consistently controlled the pace of the fight. His style is just very difficult to beat.
Andre S.O.G. Ward.
Well, I had a bad night for a start. I couldn't really get anything going, but that's obviously due to Andre Ward's slick defense skills. He's very slick and slippery, like an eel up close. I couldn't just get my shots off. I wanted to get my shots off. It was very frustrating for me in there, and that's why it was a bad night. You know, you won the fight. It's as simple as that. I appreciate that.
Froch had another fight in his hometown next.
Times. Touch gloves.
It was a total mismatch.
Just slightly out of range. Oh, good shot there.
That wasn't, the right hand came through, got him, followed up with another right hand, and Mac trying to fight his way back out of it, gets caught again. I think the gum shield flew out there. Right.
Whenever Froch landed a punch, it hurt Mac.
Froch walking through.
It
was basically target practice for Froch.
And working the body, then switching it upstairs, and Mac's in trouble. Big trouble. There's a delayed reaction. The body shots really got him, but then a headshot at the end might have wrapped it all up. And it has.
Mac probably shouldn't have even been in the same ring.
Yusuf Mac tonight didn't really have much of a chance. I mean, obviously he's a fighter, he's got 2 arms and 2 legs, it's a 2-horse race. But when I'm in there and I'm on fire like I was tonight, and like I was last time I boxed here, I think I'm unbeatable, I really do. And at the minute I'm smashing records, I'm hitting best personal targets, you know, my PB's up by so many seconds each run, so I know physically I'm at my best.
Froch now had a rematch with Kessler. This time, the fight was in the UK.
They had a very talkative stare down, quite fitting given what we know about them.
Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves, come out banging at the bell.
Froch got off to a very strong start. He was way more active than in their first fight.
And that hurt Kessler. Kessler's holding.
First time Kessler's been hit hard in the fight.
He was more active than Kessler throughout.
I think Froch's reach and his punching power are keeping Kessler honest.
Kessler had his moments, of course.
Long way to go. Hard right hand by Kessler. Momentarily stunned Carl Froch. So there was a warning for a low blow against Mikhail Kessler, and he lands a huge right hand as they step back into action.
But exchanges like this show that Froch had the overall upper hand. Froch wouldn't be denied. He knew he couldn't let Kessler throw more punches than him this time.
Kessler momentarily wobbled by that one. Froch has got something to work with here.
Going at it in the middle of the ring.
what a fight! Big left hook by Froch.
Froch is coming on. Can Kessler hold him off?
Kessler's throwing shots that should discourage Froch, but they do not.
Look at those punch stats. Completely different from the first bout.
What a close. Just as in their first fight, these two warriors are
Here
putting
comes
on
Froch. Here comes the last rally from Froch.
In the end, I thought the scorecard was fair. Froch earned a clear win.
The fighting pride of the United Kingdom. And now the unified super middleweight champion of the world. Horror. The Cobra.
Froch now had a series of grudge matches with George Groves. The build-up and the fights were great.
He's gonna cry. Adam, is he gonna cry? Are you okay?
What's happening right
Are you
now?
alright? What's happening? Don't
happening
go,
right
don't. Eddie's sitting here. He's sitting here, but he can't help you.
We will cover them in a future video. Like and subscribe so you don't miss it.
We can all pull about a little bit. So we'll pull about, have a little pull and a push.
I think Froch is a legendary fighter, and he always came to fight. Thanks for watching.